Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel IT, that is Intellectual Time. Myself Shubhajit Banik. So, as you guys know, this channel is a Oracle SOAR 12c training channel. So, in the last two videos, I have shown you guys how to install Java and Oracle SOAR 12c into your machine. So, today I'll be covering the last part, last module of the same process. I will show you guys how to create the domain so that you can create your own composes and deploy and test by yourself. So without wasting much time, let's get started. So in the last video, we just saw how to install Oracle Source Suite. All right. So and also we saw how to run Oracle JDeveloper. So after now, we can create our own composites, own services into JDeveloper, but we need a server to deploy those and test source. Okay. So for that, we need a WebLogic server. When we install Oracle SOAR Suite, an integrated WebLogic server comes along with it. Okay, we just need to create a domain to interact with the server. There are two types of domains we can create. First one is default domain, and second one is the standalone domain. For to create default domain, we need to depend on JDeveloper. JDeveloper gives you the advantage to create default domain and control it from there. Means to start the server instance and stop it. It is entirely dependent on JDeveloper. Okay, but I do prefer standalone domain because it is not dependent on JDeveloper anyhow. We can create it from our command prompt, and we can control it without opening JDeveloper. So it is more advantageous than default domain. Okay, so let's see how to create the domains. First, for the default domain, just open the JDeveloper, go to your window and click on the application servers. Okay, when you click on the application server, you will see there option will be there, integrated WebLogic server. Okay, this is the same server instance that has been created once you have installed the Oracle SOAR Suite into your machine. You can see there it is written as domain unconfigured. Okay, so there is no domain configured in the server instance till now. So right click on that and click on create default domain. So as you can see, the create default domain pop-up is has come. So the administrator is WebLogic and you need to give password. You need to confirm the same password here. This is the port. You can edit it also. It's for your choice. And once all this are given, you just need to click on that OK button to get it created, the default domain. Once it is created, it's so simple. Just click on start server instance to start the server domain, and to stop it you just need to click on terminate server instance. Okay, so this is all about the default domain creation. Now I'll talk about standalone domain. So for standalone domain, as I already said, it is not at all dependent on JDeveloper. We don't need JDeveloper to create the domain, start the domain, and to stop it. So for the standalone domain, we need to run this command. Okay, you will find this command under this particular path. Okay, this is the Oracle home, the path where you have installed Oracle Source Suite. Inside that, Oracle common, then bin folder. So I'm just copying it. I will show you guys. So as you can see, I have opened the path, and this is the command that I was talking about. This is the Windows command that will be used to create the standalone domain. For that, You need to first open your CMD, that is a command prompt, in the administrator mode. So I have already done that, and after that you just need to uh, just run this command cd and go to this path. Okay, so I have already traversed it, as you can see here. So after that you need to create a environment variable. You just need to set the environment variable, that is a qs underscore templates, that is also present, as you can see, inside your Oracle home. So a folder, then common, then templates, after that WS folder, and then this jar file. Okay, so just copying the command. So the variable has been set successfully. After that you just need to run this qs underscore config.cmd command. Okay, as you can see, the configuration wizard has been started. It will take some time. As you can see, the configuration wizard is come up, and similarly, as we see for the default domain creation, similarly you need to give the password here also, and give the same in the confirm password. So here is the path where that domain is created. Basically it is created under that user projects folder. It is present under the Oracle home. So I will give the name, the domain, as SOA domain. You can give as per your choice. Also the application location here, I need to give the name SOA domain. So I am showing you where I have already created this particular standalone domain. So this is the Oracle home folder where I have installed my SOA suite. Inside that, user projects, then domains. This is the SOA domain. So this is the folder where I have created my standalone domain. Okay, so just need to give the passwords and just click on next and to create, and the domain will be created. Okay, as it is already created into my machine, I'll not be creating it again. So once you are done with the domain creation, you just need to start it. Okay, created, you just need to start it. To start it, you just first need to traverse to the location of the domain. So this is the path where the domain is created for me. I'll just copy it, go there. Once there, we just need to run this particular command. You'll also find this command here, this one. Okay, so just press enter, and the process is started. It will take a little bit of time. Till then I am pausing the video. uh, so guys, as you can see, the server is successfully started. As you can see here, the log server state is changed to running, and also I opened the URL, that is http colon double slash localhost colon 7001 slash console. As you can see, it is there. Then you need to just put the password that you entered during the domain creation and just log in, and you'll be able to do that. And similarly, you can open the em console as well. Okay, सो इस वीडियो में यहाँ पे ही ख़त्म करता हूँ. तो आज ये वीडियो में हम लोगों ने सीखा कि कैसे डोमेन कॉन्फ़िगरेशंस करना है फॉर डिफ़ॉल्ट डोमेन एंड फॉर स्टैंडर्ड डोमेन आल्सो. So and so the total installation process of Oracle SOA Suite is completed here, and now we will be able to create our own services and deploy and test it. Okay, and from the next video, I will be covering the SOA basics again. I'll be covering the XML, XSDs, XPath, and was also the web service wizard, all these stuffs. Okay, so if you like this video, please like, comment, and share it with your friends and colleagues. And I also need your immense support to continue this channel. So please subscribe the channel. It will be a help for me. So for today, thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye.